Hello, everyone. Thank you for tuning in to Club Rich, where we go through everything that's pop culture and everything that's just relevant to the culture. It's your girl Ashley, and I got my unofficial co-host Mickey Jordan. Where are you
That,
at,
that
Mickey?
you can't hear me.
Yeah, now you are. There you go. There you go. There you
Yeah,
go.
yeah. I'm
How's
back
it
here
going, Big
sharing.
Donald?
And oh my goodness, I'm back here sharing, getting your share game on.
Okay. I had to get the ring light popping so I can get some good radiance going because some of these episodes I look like I was in somebody's basement, so I had to get the ring light popping. So.
No doubt, no doubt.
You ready to get into some of these hot topics, Mick?
I mean, whenever you ready, just say go, and I'm gonna bring it up.
Okay, go.
Since you want to, let's go for it.
Heck yeah, let's get it going. So Gunplay. I would call him a musician. He's supposed to be a rapper. I could not tell you a song from him, but he's a guy from Florida. He's a rapper, and over the week, his wife, him and his wife, they actually are on not BET, VH1 show Love and Hip Hop Miami, but I think they kind of joined in with the Atlanta mix for a second and all that kind of stuff. So basically, they're on Love and Hip Hop. So the wife basically said over the week that Gunplay, which his real name is Richard, pulled a gun out on her and their 6 month old baby girl after she asked him to quiet down while playing a video game. I don't know which one it was, but according to her, she said that he is back abusing drugs. Now, it's been a rumor that he has in the past dealt with, illegal substances, but she's stating that he's back drinking. That's what she said. But in the process, yeah,
Illegal
pulled a
substances.
gun on her and her daughter, and she actually packed up their things and they left. And she's planning to file for divorce. Um, First off, we're gonna go to Mickey with some commentary. What's up with these folks out here and just going insane on their women nowadays? Because it seems like this is like a popular thing.
I can't answer that. I don't do things like that. So I don't know. I don't know.
Nothing surprises me anymore. Like it really just seems like it's just a epidemic where men have just the morals and the standards that they have for themselves that it's just out the door. I've never in my life have seen and witnessed so many men that are comfortable disrespecting men disrespecting women. Excuse me. It's like it's okay now. It's perfectly okay. They're for one putting their hands on them, disrespecting them as far as verbally. Um, it's just kind of like anything goes. Like what's up with the morals nowadays? Do you think it's like lack of parenting? You think, Mick? Mick must have went out, y'all. Mick, he definitely went out. Let me see. I'm trying to see if I can pull up my second story because I think his internet went completely out. Mickey, are you there? No, you're not. Anyways, you guys, while we waiting on Mick to come back in, what y'all sipping on tonight? I personally am doing a lot of hydrating, which includes a lot of water. Um, Mick, you back in the scene, Mick? Anyways, like I said, I'm drinking a whole bunch of water. I am not participating in any alcoholic beverages this weekend. it's um yeah, it's just water for me. Mick, are you there yet? You got to take yourself off of mute for people to hear you.
Oh, my bad. I'm back. I'm bad. My bad. My bad. My bad. Listen, man, it's been terrible. The storm hit, knocked out the power. We just getting power. They just hooked my internet. They just Xfinity just turned back on. I've been working with.
They whole butt be. We ain't even gonna get into Xfinity like
I'm
that.
trying to tell you, they
Oh,
just.
me and the guests were kind of chiming in on what we sipping this weekend. I said I'm doing straight water. I am not partaking in any kind of turn up activities. This is my clean, chilled weekend. The kids is gone, so when the kids go, they say single mamas turn up when their kids gone. Child, I
Don't
am turning all the way down. Word on the street that we got some class reunions, some tailgates popping through for the weekend. So I'm gonna have a very relaxed weekend. I don't think too much of this turn up action is happening over here.
got you, got you, got you, got you,
Anyways, what's our next subject that's on the list?
got you already. Hold on, let me blow this up for you.
Yeah, don't get disconnected either.
Nah, we
Child,
all good. We all
y'all.
good.
So Britney Spears. I, before I get into this story, y'all went through all these changes wanting to get Britney free from that conservatorship, and y'all know y'all dead wrong. She need to be back. She need to be back locked up. So within the last week, I don't, her man has filed for divorce after 6 years. I don't know why I think it's been 6 years. Hey, Winters, how's it going? Thank you for sharing the show. I appreciate it. Um, where did Mr. Matthews come from? He's a lot. Mr. Matthews. Who the heck is Mr. Matthews?
I don't know who Mr. Matthew was. That gun? Was that what was his
Oh,
last
that
name?
might be Gunplay's last name.
I don't know.
Mr. Matthews comes from Love and Hip Hop. If that's Gunplay's last name, it probably is. If you don't watch Love and Hip Hop, you probably will never see him. He's closely affiliated with the rapper Rick Ross. So that's kind of like his correlation to everything. But back to the Britney story. She gets her husband filed for a divorce after 6 years. In the process, it's a lot of back and forth, stating what caused it. And in the process, this young lady has volunteered to get a 10K a month apartment for her soon to be ex husband. Now I'm gonna say something, and it is not even on the funny tip, so I'm not even gonna smile when I say it because I kind of want to laugh, but I don't. Like I said, y'all should have kept her locked up. Y'all should have kept somebody over her money, somebody over her social media, somebody that actually cared outside of family members because the family members was milking them pockets too, including that little sister. But we ain't gonna go there. Um, it really seems like it's something mentally that's going on with Brit, and nobody is addressing it the way that it needs to be addressed. And I would hope and pray that she gets some kind of help before anything further happens with her because she's a treasure. She's definitely a national treasure. So, I want to see Britt get some kind of mental health, help and see her have some mental health, positive mental health. Mickey, anything to top of
Haven't she kind of been? Hey, I'm gonna put this up. I said, hold up. Philip Lee tapped in. What up, Philip?
what's up, Phil?
What up, Adams?
Adam, what's up, man?
I'm trying to. But she been going through this for a minute. Um, Britney Spears. I
You
mean,
know,
it's
everybody was trying to clown Kevin Federline because he basically took them kids and was like, "Hey, bag back, Brit. I got this. I'm gonna take care of these kids. Um, you go do whatever it is that you want to do, but the kids is all right and they staying here with me." Now we tried to clown him a couple years back because he was stating how out of the loop she is, but I mean, looks like he wasn't lying too much.
yeah, I mean, that entertainment business is something else. You got to understand. You on the road, you
Yeah,
got money. So if you have if you have any habits, I mean, if you just, I'm just gonna use a small figure. Just say you getting $30,000 a month. Can
mhm,
you imagine giving somebody 30? Let alone this lady had millions from a kid.
Yeah, she's
So
been in the game for a very long time. I would say at least 30 years, and she's only in her 40s, her early 40s at that.
and
43, I believe.
and that's what I'm saying. So it's like if you look at a lot of entertainers be getting drugged. Look what Kanye said how they was giving him medicine. So it's like a lot of the stuff that when you got money with drugs and you whatever habit, you're gonna intensify it. So
Unfortunately,
like
unfortunately.
if you addicted to pills, the doctor's gonna give you medicine. You know what I'm saying? It's so many ways to get whatever you want.
Yeah. Instead of the Free Britney campaign, they need to have the Pray for Britney campaign because it's a lot going on, and it just seems like she has no one that's the stand up person in her life. I've never heard of any close friends or all we've ever heard is family members, and by the looks of it, those family members have been taking advantage of her for a long time. So, ew. Hello, Karen. What's next on the list, Mick?
I already got you put together. You ready?
Mhm. Wow. So today, you guys marked 22 years since the singer Aaliyah passed away in a plane crash in the Bahamas. I'm tongue tied today, but
Damn.
22 years, right? That's crazy. I remember I was going to a birthday party, one of my classmates' birthday party, and it came on the radio. But before I had heard it on the radio, I was in the house and it came on. This is when they used to have MTV News, so it used to come on like on the hour, and they was talking about it. Sway, matter of fact, that was his big thing was breaking news at that point in time. So um, wow, 22 years. It don't seem like it, does it, Nick?
Nah, nah, it wasn't. Damn, but 22 go by quick. Listen, my oldest is a 20-year-old, so I can understand it. It seems like time flies like that. So,
Yep, Octobo was the number one on the charts. That was a good song. That album was pretty dope too. That's crazy. I remember at that time too. I was begging my pops for some concert tickets, and she had just announced that she was getting ready to go on tour. So at that time, the only way that you was getting tickets was you gonna take your butt to Music Planet the day that they announced ticket sales, and you better hope and pray that you get the seats that you want to get because Ticketmaster they was kind of late to the game on certain stuff. So if you thought you was about to get some real good seats, sometimes you gonna get the leftovers. Shout out to them though.
yeah.
But ah man, that's crazy. That's a long time, but at the same time, it went by so fast.
Shit, you think that's a long time? Just think about the year you got here. The world been going. You know what I'm saying? So it was a long time when we came. No matter what date you came in. So if you came in the 70s, 80s, and 90s, just imagine the kids that's born now. Think about the
Yeah,
200 years prior to then. Shit.
and it's crazy because what I don't be getting like it don't filter through my head is people that are able to drink that were born in the 2000s. Doesn't it sound so weird? Like it's actual adults that were born in the 2000s.
I gotta hold up, check this out. Let me
That's
see.
weird, ain't it? Do you think that? So, okay, this is a fun fact. I'll answer Winter's question. So, Beyonce and well, at the time, Destiny's Child and Aaliyah actually worked close together, and I actually I knew this piece of information, but they have multiple music videos that actually were choreographed by Aaliyah. So they actually worked very, very, very close with her during their second album. Um, a lot of songs that one group got that might have been some tracks that she passed on and vice versa. So They definitely they mixed in together quite well. Um, for the most part, I feel like Aaliyah, if Aaliyah would have still been around, I think I don't know. That's a good question. Like people always talk about, do you think that Beyonce will have that same shine that that Aaliyah ultimately had? It's two it's two different lanes. You know, Aaliyah was the more laid back, cool. It wasn't all about all the theatrics and stuff, and Beyonce is the complete opposite. So who's to say if one would have knocked the other out of their space, or if it would have been, they would have been neck to neck on certain things. But I personally feel like Aaliyah probably would have calmed down when it came to music. She was getting into her acting bag, so she might have took the Will Smith route and not focused so much on music. She might have still did it here and there, but I think she would have got into like Broadway and acting more and maybe TV. I think she probably would have just got tired of just focusing on music completely, and she would have did how everybody else does. They get into other stuff after a while. So she was trying to dip her toe into movies at that point in time, and I think she probably would have took the complete dive in eventually. So that's my answer to that. What's next on the list, Mick
I
Dog?
don't know if you can handle this.
What? I'm scared.
You ready?
Mm-mm. Yeah. We've been waiting. We've been waiting. We've been waiting for the mug shot, the infamous mug shot. Now hold on, y'all. Did y'all see all the other mug shots? We got one of the publicists that worked for Kanye. I can't think of the child's name. She was smiling like a gremlin on hers. Golly, I can't think of this lady's name. She's from Chicago, and she's Kanye West old publicist. Um, you got Mayor Giuliani, well, the ex-mayor of New York, Giuliani, his mug shot. But we done finally got our Trump mug shot, and from what I was told from listening on the Breakfast Club this morning, Trump is actually taking the mug shot and mass produced it on certain products. And I guess the proceeds, if you buy these products, they're going to go towards his campaign for next year. And probably, I would think it'll probably go towards legal fees too, because he gonna need it. Because he got a lot of stuff stacking against him. And I heard that the things that are going on right now are separate from other things that's getting ready to start being processed. So Trump is in a world of trouble. Now, do I think that they're going to actually put him in jail? I doubt it. I doubt it. They're going to find some kind of loophole to get him out of actual jail time. That's just my opinion. What you think, Nick?
I can't see them sending a former president to prison. Oh, the jail. I mean, I listen. I'm getting a mug shot of him. That is. Do you know like the disgrace that is to a former president? Like you taking him to go get 9 fires on the aspect that I'm trying to humiliate him. I think that's what they doing. But I think, as they said, when Caesar, what did they call? He
Oh, seize the
crossed.
moment.
Nah, I mean when they said siege, I forgot that when Caesar marched back on Rome with his army. I forgot what they said. He crossed what river it was.
um,
It's just an analogy, but it's like y'all gonna go do this. I mean, go ahead because there's other presidents who did things, but to me, it's like they said president.
I feel like for the most part, I'm glad that it's people out here that are just erasing the fact that he was a president and emphasizing the fact that he did something that was illegal. Like everybody wants to, put the president stamp on him, so it's like, oh my God, he can't get in trouble. He was a president. No, you did illegal things, which helped in the election a couple years back. So
Not to cut you off, but you know what that bring in.
what?
Now, just say the next one come in, say a Republican come in, right? And it got to be Trump. Say
Hmm?
it's somebody else that was friendly to Trump. Biden go out. What if what if they cover some of the things he done? You see what I'm saying? You gonna open up a can of worms.
It's a
If,
can of worms needed to be open though.
I'm just saying. Once you go there, you go there. They started the Civil War for less.
I just, regardless of what the punishment is, I
Yeah,
just say that it's always good to at least acknowledge that something was done in an
gotcha.
inappropriate way. That's what I'm happy about.
Now I'm with
Now,
you. I'm
I
with
don't think that we're going to get the justice that we think that we're going to get. It's
you.
probably not
Right,
going to.
right.
But at
I'm
least
with you.
we have that mug shot now. Hey.
He gonna make money off of it though. Watch how you finna use that as marketing.
You heard what I just said. They're using that to put on merchandise like T-shirts, coffee mugs, all that stuff, and the proceeds are going towards his campaign. So
Oh, he finna win.
yeah, I think that was a little bit of ammunition.
Yeah,
Yeah, he could at least got his makeup done before he got his picture though, because
no doubt, no doubt, no doubt.
he needed somebody to come there at least give him some lashes, comb his hair, give him a roller set or something, cause and he ain't even got no foundation on. He should have put some foundation on. He should have did something. Cause yeah, that picture wasn't picturing the way I needed it to.
I got you. I got you. I got you.
All right, what's next on the list?
I looked at this one. I didn't want to put it up there because it's sad. It's sad. But hey,
Oh,
you got to do
but
what you got to
yeah.
do. Got to get your paper.
This like the fourth time I done talked about this on here, but I thought it was hilarious. So Tasha K, the blogger that got sued by the rapper Cardi B, saying that she can only give her 200K out of the 3.9 mil that is owed to her from a defamation lawsuit that she lost. Um, oh, she did file for bankruptcy. I forgot about that. I don't know why she thought that filing for bankruptcy mean that situation was going to get erased because it wasn't.
Mm.
I don't know what lawyer she got, but she need to fire them and find somebody else because no judge is going to just throw that out. After it's stamped, you're going to pay it. Now you might be able to find some loopholes to minimize either the payment or minimize the full sum that you have to pay, but you won't pay. Shoot, if they coming down on folks for $1,000, $2,000 worth of old child support, what you think they gonna do for 4 mil?
You see how 50 Cent wasn't playing with what's her name?
Oh, Tierra Marie.
T-
Oh yeah,
he wouldn't cut the check.
he was seizing love and hip hop checks.
Cut the
That,
check. You can't be playing around.
but I mean, my thing of it is, don't lie on someone and then not expect anything to come from it. Especially because Cardi actually politely on multiple occasions asked her, "Hey man, what you stating is not true. Can you please take it down?"
Did she
No,
move
she
it?
didn't go to Africa.
Okay.
Her husband was trying to take the funds that they had and move it to like, some overseas accounts and stuff, trying to figure out something in the process. But they got caught up doing that. And she been taking heli vacations and taking some cute pictures though. But
Cut
I
the
don't know
check.
why she wasting all that money because child,
Cut.
she could have saved that and made that as one of her payments.
Because how you gonna go to court and you going out of town and you okay, live your best life when that judge say cut the check and start garnishing
And then
shit.
you're doing this on social media. It's one thing if I just went under the radar and said, "Hey, I'm about to go to DR for a couple weeks and just chill," and I ain't got to tell y'all that that's what I'm doing. You know what I'm
Mm,
saying?
yes,
Let me
ma'am.
go chill and relax and whatever, whatever, whatever. But you flaunting it in my face, so that's why I feel Cardi is just like, all right, well, since you got money to go and chill and relax, give my
Well,
cut.
I understand it. Cut the check. That's my new motto. Cut the check.
And I ain't mad at her. Stop lying on folks.
Right.
What's next on the list?
You ready for this?
I'm scared.
Since this the coup de grace, this is the one you gonna send us home with.
Yay! Guess what, y'all? It's been 30 years since the premiere of Living Single on Fox. Oh my God. You know what's crazy? I'm starting to feel old because I remember, like, I used to stay in Columbus, Ohio when I was a kid for a couple years. I used to remember Friday nights. The lineup was Living Single. I believe it was Martin in the lineup too. Um,
One in the living color.
and Living Color was in there. In Living Color, they used to push that all the way to like the 10 o'clock ish slot. Like, yeah, kind of far off. And then later on down the line, they was replaced with was it Mad TV? Yeah, I think it was Mad TV. But I remember watching this as a kid, like live. That's crazy. That's crazy.
Yeah,
Wowzer.
yeah, that was a long time ago. 30
Yeah.
years. Mm.
You know what? What they did for TV was so dope because I was I seen this on another interview. They actually was the blueprint for Friends. Friends was basically loosely based off of them. So, and
Right.
I never got into Friends. Friends just it don't do anything for me. I seen
Understandable.
one black person on there, and that was what's her name, Aisha Tyler, and that was it. The whole show. So
Understandable.
yeah, but it was cool for them. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
It reflected, a certain demographic, just like Living Single did. You know what thing that irritates me though, Mickey, about all our black shows? Why we don't never get no ending like the last show? We just be like, damn. The only show that we ever had that with was Fresh Prince when he went in the living room and the living room had just a rug on the floor. And that was it.
Because it
Like,
always, because the breakup always be nasty. Just
is
think
that?
how Martin was, like
Oh
even with
yeah,
Jamie Foxx, how,
him and
how it be.
beefed out.
Yeah,
Tisha Campbell Moore. What's her name? Yeah, Tisha Campbell. They was beefed out, so that show had to kind of go ahead and take a dump.
I mean, you know what? Because I guess how it go, and then when you really not controlling, you know what I'm saying? We don't really own the network, so when you really get, because I hate it, with the Cosby's, because it seems like we never get an influx of a lot of. We always get them like at certain times. When this one going out, they'll bring the next one on. You know what I'm
I'm
saying?
sitting here. I'm still trying to think of another show that had an actual ending. Um, Remember, because I, of course, grew up watching reruns of Good Times. It was just basically Thelma got pregnant, and that was kind of like the end of it.
Yeah, her husband made it.
End of
They
that.
found. Yeah, you got a point.
Like this has been going on for years. For years. Moesha, Miles get kidnapped. That was it. What else? Like I'm literally trying to go down the list, and I cannot think of a black show that actually had a hey, this is the last episode, deuces. Like never, ever in life. So I'm trying to think what was my favorite episode of Living Single. There's so many of them that I actually really really like. I think my favorite episode would be when Max and whatchamacallit finally like, hey, we're in love, this is what it is, and everybody was so shocked. What's his face? Not Overton. Overton was the bald head one. Dang it. What the heck is the
Oh,
other
you
dude?
you talk about God, Kyle.
Kyle. Yeah, when they finally came out, it was like, but you know how they was like trying to sneak behind everybody back for a minute, and it was just like it was obvious that they was kind of feeling each other, and they finally came out, and
Right.
then that's when not too long after that, that's when Max was supposedly no Kyle was moving out of town, and he wanted Max to come with him, and so we ain't never get like a full ending with that. Like dang.
Nah, we didn't. We should have got some spinoffs. It should have been different things. But it's like, I don't know, like, nah. It is what it is. If you don't own it, you're gonna have the problems.
Yeah, spinoffs don't happen too often. Now, what I like though nowadays is that because we have so many outlets, we are able to create our own content and put it on different platforms. And it's not just the BET or the VH1 situation. You get on YouTube and develop shows and stuff and
Right.
kind of flip it and do whatever you want to do with it. So,
Right. Well, you're right.
uh, pretty cool. Well, y'all, we hit our 30-minute mark in this piece. Mick, what you got going on for the weekend? Nothing.
You know me, just staying low, do what I do, stay out the way, and figuring something out. Got some major plans coming up, big things. We
Oh
working.
shoot! Don't tell nobody.
I'm not.
Um, my weekend is pretty much just a lot of chill time, enjoying my kids, not getting on my nerves. We'll be back Sunday so I can let y'all know about my weekend recap. Cause I'm gonna make a couple peeks out the house. Y'all know how it goes.
Well, make sure you get what we need to get for we can do this. That nightcap, get everybody ready for Sunday night before we send them get ready for the Monday work day.
Yeah. Oh my God! Don't talk about Monday. It's only Friday. Please don't do that.
Got you. Pause it.
Pause it. All right, y'all. Well,
Uh,
thank y'all for stop. What?
Nothing. I was just saying peace.
Oh, well, thank y'all for tuning in. I appreciate y'all. It's been a heck of a week, but we here, y'all. So hey, turn up, have fun, enjoy yourself, and be safe out here in these Flint streets. Peace.
Peace.